It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Washington Commanders. Next on Madden Football.
Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C.
Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said, the key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Here's Austin Seibert now to get this one started, and off we go from Northwest Stadium in Landover. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Young wasting no time, right to the air. There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Young off the play fake. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Young. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be second down.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They go play action. Daniels
looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Following the interception, Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw, Young.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
We're scoreless after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing, Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 5.
Young to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Young now. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas from 3 yards out.
And the Panthers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Throwing now is Daniels. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd down and 8. To throw is Daniels.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's sacked by LeBron Ray. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Bryce Young and the Panthers offense set to go back to work.
The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive.
On first down, they'll start out.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. The offense was in a tough spot, and opportunistic defense takes advantage, get the turnover, they get the touchdown too.
I know this is going to sound strange, but oftentimes defenses call for this type of a play in this situation. Offense is pinned back near their own goal line. They tell them, be aggressive, go for the football, create a score. That's exactly what they did.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Right back to Hubbard.
And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
To throw, Young. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina.
Xavier Legette in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Pinheiro now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
To the air goes Daniels. Got a man. It's Diaby Brown, complete.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he'll be taken down after big yardage, but folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back.
Well, so much for the first down.
And they coulda, woulda, shoulda had a first down, but my English teacher's not going to be happy with this one. They didn't.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Daniels. It's complete to Robinson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Motion man is Crowder. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Thought that might be the goose egg breaker. Still stuck on 0.
Yeah, this is still a tight game, too. We got to keep that in mind because that miss there, you hang your head, you let it affect you the next time you go out there, then you've really hurt your ball club. Get yourself together. You might get another opportunity, and they're going to count on you to put it through the posts.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now here's Young.
A quick throw there is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll toss this right side to Hubbard.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Young to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Commanders Field.
As we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's 2nd and 3. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
And he's got some space here. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here now, 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Daniels. That is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Daniels. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. On the counter, this is Hubbard.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Now Washington
down by 7, 57 seconds to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. He's back to throw.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Daniel's going to throw for it. Able to find Ertz.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Young's going to take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With